Good afternoon, dear children. We can continue the lesson electric current and its effect. Okay. The last class we have discussed about the heating effect of electric current. And today's class we can talk about magnetic effect of electric current. Okay, magnetic effect of electric current. Suppose if we place a magnetic compass, we can place a magnetic compass. You know that thing, magnetic compass, a compass needle. Okay, if you place a magnetic compass close to a simple circuit, when it is on, then the magnetic needle shows a deflection as it is being attracted by another magnet. Okay, here we have a simple electric circuit that contains a cell, and here we have a metallic wire. Then we have a switch here, and here a bulb. Okay, we have a cell here, then it is connected to what, a switch and a bulb. You know, when the switch is on, the circuit is completed and a current will flows through the circuit. Okay, so here suppose this is the metallic wire. Okay, now when the switch is closed, that time it becomes a current carrying metallic wire. That is metallic wire carrying current, this one, isn't it? And here near to this we have a compass needle. Okay, we have a compass needle like this. And when the switch is on, that time a current will flow through this metallic wire, and we can observe this magnetic compass or the magnetic needle shows a deflection. Okay, usually actually a magnet can deflect a a compass needle or a magnetic compass. Listen it. And when electric current passes through this metallic wire, actually this will behave as a magnet. That is why this magnetic needle shows a deflection. Isn't it? When electric current passes through this metallic wire, it behaves as a magnet. Okay. That is why this magnetic needle shows a deflection. And here the metallic wire or the metal wire behaves like a magnet when electricity passes through it. This is actually called the magnetic effect of current. This is called what? Magnetic effect of current. Listen to it. Here we have a simple electric circuit that contains a cell, then a switch and a electric bulb here. And we have the metallic wire. And near to this metallic wire, a compass needle is placed or a magnetic compass is placed. And when the switch is on, the electric current passes through this metallic wire and it behaves as a magnet, and it gets and it deflects the magnetic needle or a magnetic compass. And this is actually called the magnetic effect of current, isn't it? The metallic wire behaves like a magnet when electricity passes through it. The metal wire behaves as a magnet when electricity passes through it. This is called the magnetic effect of current. Okay, you got it? What is actually magnetic effect of current? The metal wire behaves like a magnet when electricity passes through it. Okay, a metal wire behaves like a magnet when electricity passes through it. This is called what? Magnetic effect of current. Okay. Actually, this property of electricity has an advantage that it is this property of electricity is actually helps in making electromagnet. Okay, it helps in making what? Electromagnet. Okay, that is the property of this magnetic effect of electric current that helps in making what? Electromagnet. Listen to it. Okay, and let's see how an electromagnet is made. Okay, how an electromagnet is made. Suppose if electricity passes through a coil of wire, actually it becomes a temporary magnet. Okay, such an temporary magnet is called electromagnet. Listen to it. Suppose if electricity passes through a coil of wire, okay, we can wrap metallic wire, isn't it? So when electricity passes through a coil of wire, it becomes a temporary magnet. and such a temporary magnet is called electromagnet. If electricity passes through a coil of wire, it becomes a temporary magnet, and this temporary magnet is called what? Electromagnet. Actually, it remains magnet till the electric current keeps flowing through the wire. Okay. It remains magnet whenever there is electric current is there. Suppose if the current is switched off, what will happen? It does not behave as a magnet. That is actually the property of electromagnet. Whenever there is electric current, the coil of wire that will behave as a magnet or temporary magnet. Actually, when the current is switched off, it loses that property to become a magnet. That is why it is called a temporary magnet. Whenever electric current is there, it behaves as a magnet. Suppose if there is no electric current, it does not behave as a magnet. That is why it is called a temporary magnet. And this temporary magnet is called what? Electromagnet. Listen to it. It remains magnet till the electric current keeps flowing through the wire. It remains magnet till the electric current keeps flowing through the wire. Actually, that is the important property of what? Electromagnet. Okay, then what is meant by electromagnet? Actually, if electricity passes through a coil of wire, it becomes a temporary magnet. When electricity is passed through a coil of wire, it becomes a temporary magnet, and this temporary magnet is actually called what? Electromagnet. Okay. Then we can see how we can increase the strength of this electromagnet. How we can increase the strength of electromagnet. Actually, the strength of electromagnet can be increased by increasing the number of turns in the coil. Number of turns. Okay. The strength of electromagnet can be increased by increasing the number of turns of the wire wrapped around it. Listen to it. The strength of electromagnet can be increased by increasing the number of turns of the wire wrapped around it. Listen to it. Suppose we have an iron, like we can wrap the metallic wire around this electric nail. Okay. And the strength of electromagnets and the ends of, suppose if the ends of that wire is connected to a cell and a switch, and when the switch is on, when that electric current that passes through this coil of wire, and that arrangement becomes a temporary magnet or an electromagnet. So the strength of that electromagnet can be increased by increasing the number of turns of the wire wrapped around it. Listen to it. Suppose if a nail having, for example, we can say a nail having forming 50 turns around it will be more powerful than a nail having just 25 turns around it. Listen to it. Suppose if a nail having wire forming 50 turns around it will be more powerful than a nail having just 25 turns around it. Okay, that is why we can say if we increase the number of turns of the wire that is used wrapped around that nail, the strength of electromagnet will be increased. Listen to it. That is the strength of electromagnet. Actually, that depends upon the number of turns of wire wrapped around it. When it increases, the strength of electromagnet also increases. Listen to it. Then what are the uses of this electromagnet? Then what are the devices that make use of this electromagnet? Actually, television, then computer disc, then toys, then videotapes, then electric doorbells and telephone actually uses electromagnet. Okay, that is what are the devices that make use of electromagnet? Can you say? Telephone, then computer disc, then television, then toys, videotapes, then electric doorbells. These are the devices that make use of what? This electromagnet. Listen to it. What is the magnetic effect of current? Actually, a metal wire behaves like a magnet when electricity passes through it. This is actually called the magnetic effect of electric current. isn't it? Then what is meant by an electromagnet? If electricity is passed through a coil of wire, it becomes a temporary magnet. Actually, this is called what? Electromagnet. Okay, all of you got it? Okay, that is about what? Magnetic effect of electric current. Next we have an activity, how we can make an electromagnet. How we can make an electromagnet. For that we have an activity there. Then what are the things needed for doing that activity? Here we can have a long iron nail that is needed, then a thin insulated wire, then an electric cell and an adhesive tape. These are the materials required for making an electromagnet. Okay, a long iron nail, then insulated wire, thin insulated wire, then electric cell and adhesive tape. Okay, a long iron nail, then thin insulated wire, then electric cell, then adhesive tape. These are the materials required for making electromagnet. Isn't it? Then first we have to take an insulated wire. Okay, then remove the insulation at both ends. Take an insulated wire, then remove the insulation at both ends. Then wrap the wire tightly around a nail are shown here. Actually, this is the iron nail. We have to wrap the wire very tightly around this iron nail. Okay, and having some wire hanging loose at its ends. You have to hang some wire loose at its ends of the nail. Okay, then fix one end of the wire to the negative terminal of the electric cell. You know, the electric cell has two terminals, a positive terminal and a negative terminal. Here, one end of the wire is attached to the negative terminal of the cell with the insulating tape. Okay, fix one end of the wire to the negative terminal of the electric cell with the insulating tape or the adhesive tape. Okay, then leave the other end free. Okay, leave the other end free. Then place some pins. Okay, at one end of this iron nail. We have to metal pin here. We have to place the metal pin at the one end of this iron nail. Okay, and next we have to connect first we have already told what one end of the wire is connected to the negative terminal of the electric cell, then other let it be free. Okay, now that free end of the wire is connected to the positive terminal of the electric cell. Okay, now we can see the coil that behaves as a electromagnet. Then how we can realize that this will behaves as a magnet? This will attract the metal pins. Okay, attract these pins. From this we can conclude that this will behaves as a magnet. This coil of wire that behaves as a magnet. Okay, this is actually the temporary magnet. This is a way to make a temporary magnet. Now next actually we'll do is disconnect the temporary magnet. Then after 10 minutes you can observe this magnetic compass. That time actually this does not show any deflection. Then this coil of wire behaves as a magnet. That time this compass showed a deflection. But after the disconnection of electromagnet, we can observe that this magnetic compass does not show any deflection. That is why actually it is called the temporary magnet. Whenever there is current is there, that time only the magnetic compass shows a deflection. Listen to it. Here we have to take an insulated wire, then remove the insulation at the ends, then wrap the wire tightly around a long nail, leaving some wire hanging loose at its ends. Okay, wrap the wire tightly around the long nail and leaving the ends, leaving some wire hanging at both ends. Then fix one end of the wire to the negative of terminal of the electric cell with an insulating tape. Then leave the other end free. Then place some pins near to one end of this nail, iron nail. Then connect the loose wire of the circuit to the positive terminal of the electric cell. Okay, that time we can observe that this coil behaves as a electromagnet and attract the pins. Then we can disconnect the electromagnet. That then after 10 minutes we will observe this magnetic compass. That time it does not show any deflection. Okay, children, that is the way to make an electromagnet. Next, we can see the working of electric bell. How does an electric bell works? Okay, so for that we have a circuit here. Actually, this is the electric cell and this is switch and this is actually the electromagnet. Then we have a hammer here. Okay, then bell here. Okay, and here when the switch is pressed, what actually happening here is the electric current that passes through electric circuit is completed. Okay, when the switch is pressed, you know, the electric circuit is completed. That time the current flows through the wire and the coil behaves as a electromagnet. The coil becomes an electromagnet. Okay, when the switch is pressed, the circuit is completed. The current flows through the wire and the coil behaves as a or becomes an electromagnet. Listen it. When the switch is pressed, what happens actually? The circuit is completed. That time the current that flows through this wire and the coil behaves as a electromagnet or becomes a electromagnet. Okay, that time this iron hammer that is attracted by this electromagnet and strikes the bell. Okay, when it becomes an electromagnet, this tiny iron hammer that is attracted by this electromagnet and this will strikes on the bell. Okay, this hammer will strikes on this bell. Isn't it? When the coil becomes an electromagnet, the tiny iron hammer that is attracted by this electromagnet and strikes on this bell. Okay, and as this hammer that moves towards this bell, thus actually the circuit is broken like this. Okay, when this hammer that moves towards the bell, actually the circuit is broken. Okay, so the electricity that stops flowing through it so that the coil loses its magnetism. Listen it. As the hammer that moves towards the bell, the circuit is actually broken and the electricity stops flowing through it, so the coil loses its magnetism. Listen it. And as the coil loses its magnetism, the hammer actually returns to its original position. Listen it. As the coil that loses its magnetism, the hammer that returns to its original position like this. Okay. As the coil that loses its magnetism, the hammer returns to its original place. Again, the circuit completes and electric current begins to flow through the circuit. Begins to flow actually once again or through the circuit. Listen it. As the electricity that flows through the circuit, the coil acquires magnetism, so the hammer that strikes once again. Isn't it? And the cycle repeats itself. The bell continues to ring as long as the switch is kept on or kept pressed. Listen it. The circuit actually this process, the cycle repeats itself and the bell continues to ring as long as the switch is kept pressed. Listen it. That is actually the working of electric bell. Here, when the switch is pressed, the circuit is completed and the current flows through the wire and the coil behaves as an electromagnet. Then the tiny iron hammer that is attracted by the electromagnet and it strikes on the bell. As the hammer that moves towards the bell, the circuit broken. Okay, and the electricity stops flowing through the circuit and the coil loses its magnetism. Isn't it? As the coil loses its magnetism, the hammer returns to its original place. Then it completes the circuit and electric current again flows through the coil. Isn't it? As the electricity that flows through the circuit, the coil acquires what magnetism, so the hammer strikes once again. And this cycle that repeats and the bell continues to ring as long as the switch is pressed. Listen to it. That is about the working of electric bell. Okay. Okay, children, what are the things that we have learned today? First, we learned the magnetic effect of current. What is meant by magnetic effect of current? Actually, the metal wire that behaves as a magnet when electricity passes through it. This is called the magnetic effect of current. Listen to it. Then, what is meant by electromagnet? If electricity passes through a coil of wire, it becomes a temporary magnet, and this temporary magnet is actually called the electromagnet. Then how we can increase the strength of electromagnet? Suppose if we increase the number of turns of wire wrapped around it, we can increase the strength of electromagnet. Then what are the devices that make use of electromagnet actually? Television, then a computer disk, then videotapes, then electric doorbells, then telephone. These are the devices that make use of what? Electromagnet. Okay, next we have learned how to make an electromagnet, and also we have learned the working of electric bell. Okay, actually that is the end of today's class. Also we have finished the lesson. Okay children, thank you.